So, welcome to the Magdalene Global Collective. This is a living temple of devotion, weaving together hearts, lineages, and soul missions into one unified field of devotion. Guided by the wisdom and teachings of Mary Magdalene, this collective serves as a vibrational bridge for those who feel called to embody divine feminine and divine masculine sacred union consciousness. It supports initiates, leaders, and seekers in activating and integrating the high frequency light codes that are anchoring into the earth at this time. These are codes of compassion, sovereignty, sacred service, and embodied love. Through prayer, teaching, transmission, and community, the Magdalene Global Collective holds a unified field where ancient wisdom meets present moment awakening and is a sanctuary for those devoted as living vessels of divine remembrance, grounding heaven into earth and embodying the luminous frequencies that are guiding humanity into a new era of consciousness. So I'm really delighted today and I'm honoured today to meet with Lisa Kelly, and she is from LK Holistics and she's an energy healer here in Ireland. And she's just a beautiful channel of light for all that have been guided to meet her and that find her. You're so lucky to find her. And I'm just going to share with you now her story today. So welcome, Lisa.
Thanks.
And you're very, very welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for
And
having me.
oh, I'm so delighted to have you on. And I just wanted you to share your story about how did you come into this work and finding the angels of light, and how did the angels come and assist you and bring you onto the path? And I'd love for you to share your story now with the listeners, just to help all those that are listening as well.
Yeah. Well, I think from a young girl, like I remember being 3 or 4 years of age, and I remember we used to live in Loughrea, and I used to share a room with my brother, and I can remember seeing spirits at the door, shadows at the door, and I would always sleep on my brother's side on top of him. And he had bad asthma, and there was no such thing as inhalers back then. And he'd always tell me to get off, but I felt so scared. And later on in my life, I was always remember if the phone rang, I'd know who was on the phone and just would know things before they would happen, sort of thing. And I was always labeled as sensitive. You're too sensitive, you're too soft or whatever. And I actually went for hypnosis to try and get rid of it, which didn't work, you know. And I thought there was something wrong with me, and I tried many things to try and get rid of it, and it just never worked. And anyway, further along, I started training to be a yoga teacher. And next thing during the training, I started to see people's auras. And I thought for a minute, is that always been there? Does everybody see it? What's the meaning of this? And it was at a time where you couldn't speak to people about it, because I was already a weirdo, didn't need an extra. But there was one lady in Loughrea that I went to that she was a clairvoyant and a healer. And she got me onto a technique called Rainbow Bridge meditation techniques, which is a karma clearing technique, which I did for about 6-7 years. And then I started to see more and feel more and hear more. And I would have dreams about my friends, premonition dreams that would come true. Then from there, I had opened a gym in 2006, 13, and I started doing healing courses and things, and I started doing the healing in the changing rooms.
Wow.
And you know, even with the yoga, I was starting to see more around people's spirits, and you know, even their chakras would light up and things. And
did you find it was the yoga was really that bridge that opened your third eye? Do you find that
yeah,
really started to, yeah,
yeah, because especially the breathing
yeah.
techniques and the meditation, and yoga is very grounding as well. Um, and I think that's really just it was always sort of open, but it really sort of opened more.
So it was the bridge for you
Yeah,
to the divine.
yeah,
Yeah. Because I
definitely.
found that now, and I really wanted to share that with the listeners as well, is that I found more through, you could have years and years and years, and I did, like, I spent my first at least 18, 19 years in angelic work, and all of the archangels and all the high vibrational work. But when you move to the priestess work, it's not about going up into the highest realms and being so out of body that you find it hard to cope with life. It actually brings you right down grounded back into the body.
Yeah,
And it's through the body then that when you're more grounded, I found you actually receive more messages. Your intuition really starts to come back online
yeah,
because you're back to yourself, you know?
yeah.
Did you find from that extra sensitivity in a young age that that grounding in the yoga brought you back to yourself in your teacher training?
Yeah, it did. It really helped. I still kind of have to work through anxiety, and
Yeah.
that still to this day. But
And can you share with the listeners as well, like what tools would you use if you find anxiety starting to come up?
well, I use lots of different tools. I try and ground myself. I get out in nature, go for a walk. Even a shower sometimes can help to clear, or I do breathing exercise. I do meditation. I would sometimes would sage myself. I would say mantras, prayers. I would listen to affirmations. Um, I would, yeah, mainly I love the walk, and outside it just seems to just clear a lot of that energy.
Once you get out into the elements,
Yeah,
yeah, once you get to
yeah,
the woods or to the sea or just like that, just the sights as well. They say that even the mindfulness, it could be a smell or a sight or just something that brings you, guides you back to the senses. And once you get back to your senses, then you're kind of you're back in control. You're
yeah,
back in your body, you
yeah.
know? That's the biggest thing as well. Would you have found as well, because it really is coming up now from the angels as well, that a lot of people are actually defragmented when it comes to themselves, that they can be shattered in themselves through trauma, through experiences in life, and through holding on to far too much, holding on to too many balls in the air, or to people in their lives as well, you know. You also have done the shamanic training.
Yeah.
Do you find it really helpful with clients as well that may be experiencing that kind of loss of self?
Um, yeah, like actually before I did the shamanic, I had done a lot of angelic training, but I was told not to do the shamanic. They said, you know, you're too light for shamanic. But I have to say it was the most profound
Yeah.
healing I had ever gotten within those couple of years. I remember that on the first year, myself and another girl didn't go into process. There were only two that didn't go into process. We both looked at each other and said, we mustn't have anything to process, or else it's really deep down below.
Yeah.
And the following year, I remember the first time we were doing a rebirth on each other, and again was the only one that wasn't. It didn't seem to work, and my teacher Paul O'Halloran told me to stop resisting. And it was like it clicked something in my body. From then on, I went into process. And but I noticed with the shamanic that when I was actually getting sick, that's how it was, leaving me. But then I
Yeah.
noticed my gifts got stronger. Like it's like there's
Mm.
gold under whatever you heal, you're
Yeah.
you're rewarded in some way. And the shamanic taught me lots because in my healings, most everybody is fragmented, and a lot of people don't realize what they're carrying, and some people are afraid
Yeah.
to let it go because it's like, who am I without this stuff, so it's
And
just
they're holding on to the story. That's what I find a lot of. But even yourself now in that experience, and I had that experience when I was younger as well. I remember looking down to the bottom of the bed, and you're not seeing an angel at the bottom of the bed. Like I was seeing this dark figure at the bottom of the bed. And it's actually said that a lot of light workers, even though people don't understand it, is that there is that dark side trying to test you as well. That's trying to stop you from doing the work,
yeah.
or or stopping you from getting to that place or getting to that next level, that's trying to keep you there. But it's the element of fear, whatever way that's manifested. But when you go into that, it's something as simple as that sometimes. Of now, some people it can be a car crash, but when the soul fragment happens, when they get that shock or they get that fear that it's too much for the body to handle, and that little piece goes away to where it's safe,
Yeah, yeah,
and you're looking for the safe place. But I found that a lot, even in the priestess work. It's to do the shadow work. It's so important just to sit with the parts that you're maybe sometimes you're not proud of, but just the parts that are hidden or what you're in denial of the self. And it really is that element of the truth always finds its way, doesn't it? You
yeah,
always get guided
yeah,
back to the truth.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
think as well, like the healing it's an ongoing journey. It's
yeah.
I think anybody who thinks they're fully healed is like, I think if we were fully healed in a sense, we wouldn't be here because we'd have no ego. So I think it's an ongoing journey, and it's to be non-judgmental of yourself and of others too on that path. And yeah, and I think it's great to be able to reach out to people and to get support, and community is, as Paul would say, is so important. So and I think even with your priestess training and the rose medicine that you guided me on, it was all about that. It was about community, and it was
Come
incredible.
back to the heart.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, there's a massive, like I was speaking with it with other healers as well. Like there's a big sister wound there. There's a brother wound there as well. And like that, it's coming from being the child as well, that maybe you didn't fit in at school, or you didn't fit in the groups. You could have been, like as you said before, you could be outed by the groups. And it's learning to kind of feel that safety, to be guided back to that safety and a sense of belonging,
yeah, yeah,
sense that there is a unity there, like there
yeah.
is. So like what would you recommend for people? Do you get a lot of people coming towards you just asking, can I have the cure? You just heal me today now? Can you just take everything away? Do you get a lot of those
Well,
as well?
I, I sort of tell them, when they come in, that that healing is a journey. It's not a quick fix. It's just like healthy eating or exercise. It's not one one session and then you're done. It's something that you have to consistently and persistently work through, and that it's not always easy, but it's always rewarding. That it's like, I think as well, with a lot of people, it's kind of almost like taking layers of identities that they've taken on that isn't theirs, and it's like peeling it off so that the real them, the true authentic them, comes through. Yeah,
That's what the deeper healing does. It actually shatters the false self.
yeah,
And the false self is like the kind of the dark around you. Like it's what you show to the outside world, but it's not really you.
yeah,
And that's where a lot of people can be stuck as well, is that they're stuck in what they can see and what they can buy and what they can achieve and all of these possessions and material things in life, thinking that when I have this, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I'll be happy when, you know? And sometimes, you know, that happiness never really comes unless you can find the happiness within.
Mm.
And that unlocks all of the doors, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So what's it like? Could you communicate for someone as well, just to share what's it like to work with the angels?
Oh, the angels are, it's so lovely. It just feels like such a soothing balm, you know, like even when you start connecting to them, it's like it's like walking on clouds. It just feels so light and so loving, and comforting and reassuring, and just it kind of gives you a reminder that there is light and there is hope, and that you're loved no matter what, you know, and that they're always around even if people can't see them. Um, but that I always tell people as well, you know, call on the angels and ask them for help, because they cannot interfere with our free will. We have to ask them to help. And people say, oh, I didn't realize that. And I said, yeah. And also that they can't take all of our challenges and our pain and all of that away from us, because it would be a disservice to our soul. Our soul has signed up for this journey. And if it took all the challenges away, we wouldn't be evolving on a soul level. You know, we have to go through it, even though we can think, why would we choose it? It's because we're much more than this body. You know, we're much more than this personality. We're a divine, eternal being. And yeah.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And a lot I know you've told me as well over the last couple of years, you've found a lot of solace as well. Just looking back to the Akashic Records as well, that you found you resolved a lot in your own life
Mhm.
in a lot of different areas as well. Would you like to share about the Akashic Records
Yeah.
and what you do in your sessions?
Well, well, the Akashic Records, I sort of came across. I mean, I'd heard of them before, but I came across them a couple of years ago, and I follow a guy called Adrian Lee, and he had meditation on Akashic Records, and I started doing his general one for about 4 months. I was very determined to try and clear whatever I could from me, from my ancestors, from the country, from the karma, whatever. And also then he had a poverty one, and I had done that for 3 weeks. And a lovely girl had come to me, and she had her session, and a month later, I didn't know, because I'm not on TikTok. I was going to say trick or treat, because I didn't remember the name, but TikTok, and she had done a review, a video review. I didn't know she was going to do it, or it was only through friends that told me, oh, I hear you're famous now, you're on TikTok. And I said, I'm not on TikTok. But she done a really kind review, and she had a lot of followers, and that, you know, a lot of people contacted me for appointments from her, and that was 3 weeks after I had done the Akashic clearing for poverty blocks.
Yeah, yeah.
And in my sessions, you know, it's amazing. I never know what's going to happen until the session, you know, unfolds. It's I just sort of step out of the way and let them guide me, you know. And I would call in each client. I would call in their divine group, their angels, their spirit guides, their loved ones in heaven, and
Beautiful.
sometimes we get messages from them, you know, and a bit of assistance and guidance and support. And sometimes, you know, a session can be about inner child stuff. It can be about relationship breakups. It can be about their sensitivity and trying to fit in this world, and how hard that can be. It can be about past life. It can be to do with future guidance. It can be to do with just needing a clearing, just feeling foggy, and a bit negative,
I've heard a lot, like from a lot of clients that have come to me, a lot of them had been to see you first, and everyone that walks through the door, like they always say, "Oh my God, Lisa, like Lisa's just a true angel. She's just a special, special angel." And they usually go, like a lot of the time, you may not know even why you're booking in, but you just feel that you need something. And you do, you have this incredible vibration. Like it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful, Like they can go from feeling so dim or feeling so tired or feeling so lost. And all of a sudden then like you get them onto the right path, and sometimes like that it can be a redirection of you might need to go to this person, or you might need to go for herbs, you might need to go for something else afterwards. But I'd 100% recommend anyone that's looking for a healing and just wants a safe space to be held for an hour, just go to Lisa, like 100%. You're just incredible,
Oh, thank you.
and
Thank you.
it's all the work you've done as well, because Lisa is a person that, like, she never stops doing the work. She never stops working on herself. Like, she's always, like, it was funny because when you were talking about doing shamanic, and you were like, I didn't go into process, but the thing is, once you do go into process, you're never out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's always something to do, and there's always something to work on as well.
And I
But
wanted to clear,
it's beautiful.
I wanted to clear,
Yeah.
even my sister had done it a couple of years ago, and I told her, don't resist, let it bring, you want to clear as much as you can, and you'll never get that opportunity again. There's that amount of healing that you get within those, I did the advanced levels, well, those 2 years, like you wouldn't get that in 10 years of therapy. And it's
Yeah.
community
Yeah.
that supports it as well. It's just, so I would think, you can go and not go into process and stop yourself. Or you can, say, okay, I'm going to clear what I can in this year or these years, which
Yeah.
I was just my attitude, and is still my attitude. I just want to clear, because there's always stuff to be cleared.
You're not just clearing for yourself. You're actually clearing for all the children going before in front of your lineage, and all the children behind you as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it never stops. Yeah, it's amazing. The only thing with the roses, like I have felt like people, I've seen them and they have tremendous clearings, but it's more like they may get this shake, or their whole body could be vibrating, and just it's that release. But there's such a safety and love, from because it's coming into the energy in the heart. There's a lot of safety, love, and that you're held in a
yeah,
loving space as well. It doesn't have to be all about releasing the heavy stuff and the heavy spaces. You can get a lot from the light spaces as well, which is
absolutely.
beautiful.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
lovely.
yeah.
Could you talk a little bit about the mediumship as well, Lisa? You have had some beautiful experiences for clients, haven't you?
Yeah, well, it's funny, because even with me in my own self, before my father died, he died last May. That I was getting visions of his upcoming death, and being in a coffin, and I had dreams of it, and it was sort of, I suppose, their way of comforting me, and helping me to kind of come to an understanding and to cope with it. But then
Yeah.
when I have people in with me, clients, they, I suppose, sometimes it comes in, lots of people are around that person, their grandmothers, their grandfathers, their dad, their mom, their cousin, their neighbor, even animals. I would see their, pets.
Ah,
I've seen all sorts of pets. um, and it's just, I think as well, it's so lovely to hear. I know myself, I love to hear messages from my loved ones. And
yeah.
I know for the people, I always ask them if they want me to share, if it does come in. And I haven't had one person say no. And it's just a reassurance. And like, I sometimes wish I could show my clients, my eyes, my vision, because if you could see the amount of love that your loved
Yeah.
ones in heaven are, they're like cheerleaders with their pom-poms, they're really rooting for the person, and they see everything that they're going through, and they often send messages. They'll show me sometimes robins or feathers or butterflies, or sometimes they'll show me that one fella was
Yeah.
that he was knocking fruit off the table, for his wife.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and it's just to know sometimes people feel really alone, and
Yeah.
I think just to have that reassurance that you're never alone, they're always around, and again that they can't clear all of your challenges, but they can help you through it, and they're standing by you, and they're such a support. I think it brings such a comfort. I know it does to me, so it's I'm really
To be honored.
yeah,
Yeah, honored.
I'm really
Mm.
in such a privilege to do
Mm.
my work, and to be able to share those messages, to give hope to people that maybe feel like they
Yeah.
have hope. It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's an amazing gift, and now I understand why I'm sensitive. It
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah, it's amazing. The way I work with them now is like a lot of the time before the client arrives, I actually receive the messages that morning, or it could be the evening before the messages start to come in. But that's because the angels know how to work with me as well, because I like to be prepared to, and not just to be sitting there waiting for something to come, because it is like that as well. But I will ask a person if I'm just getting this feeling when they're booking in that mediumship is really coming through, or there's this man or woman standing there as they're booking in, or it could be a little child or a baby. And sometimes I do ask, would you like the mediumship? And it's good to be asked as well, because actually when you set that intention beforehand and you say, I would actually love this today, that actually opens the channel even more,
Yeah.
because it's not like we're sitting there waiting to pick up on a frequency that enters the room, because there is a difference in the frequency as well, just that you understand. The angels are from a very, very, very high frequency, and the spirit energy is just a little bit subtler but denser, and they still sound the same as when they were here, when they were living.
Mhm.
Sometimes you'll hear the accents, don't you?
Yeah.
And you'll hear, like, there's one woman I never forget, like, it was this Italian that was coming through. And I said, I'm so sorry. I said, I have no idea as to what this woman is saying. I said to you, but it sounds like it's Italian or something like that, but I could not verbalize that. And then sometimes the messages come very fast as well. And what happens as well is sometimes it's trying to get that exactly right, that sometimes you may not always be able to say, well, to describe it to them, if you know what I mean, Lisa.
Yeah.
But there's a feeling as well when it happens that there's a knowing in yourself that you absolutely know that is your loved one.
Yeah.
You know that that is your person coming through.
Yeah.
And like that, there is such love.
Yeah.
Like, it's just such a blessing. And not to fear it either, because you actually go away with such a lift as well. Like, there was one lady last week and she heard from her mammy. Now, she wasn't expecting that to happen, but like that, I just said, as she was booking the appointment, I said, would you like the mediumship? Because I feel it's coming in for you. And her mother completely took over most of the session. It must have been half the session, and she couldn't stop talking to her. But sometimes you'll find that, Lisa, that sometimes they're dying to get the information through, because they could be trying to get the information through to you at home, and you're not, because there's doubt on your mind, or you're just not, you may be still in grief, that you're still not able to really hear it yourself. But
Mhm.
it's that other person, like, it's the communicator,
Yeah. Yeah.
that can get that across to you as well.
Yeah.
So just don't be afraid to ask, is what I'd say, or to be afraid, because you'll feel so happy afterwards,
Yeah.
don't they? They're
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
they're just delighted. Like,
Yeah.
it's probably a peace that you'll have forever
Yes.
afterwards.
Yeah.
I actually attended one medium myself years ago. I was about 25 when I lost my own father. But like that, and the names and everything was coming through, like, every one of them, every name was said, and I was just like, yeah, yeah, I know that's him. But I could see him standing beside him talking to him, so I was like, yeah, that's it. but at the same time, your mind can project sometimes that they're there as well because you really want them to be there. So that other person, it's so helpful to have that session,
Yeah,
isn't it?
so
Yeah.
reassuring. Yeah.
Or even the last few weeks as well, even people that are going to cross over, and they might be afraid, because they know they're going, but they're in denial that they're going to leave.
Yeah.
And a session for that person, even if you come yourself, can really help to do that little walk to heaven
Yeah.
and get them ready for where they're going to go as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Lisa, you do that in your sessions as
Yeah.
well, don't you?
Did it with my
Yeah.
own dad. I did it with my own dad before his death, and it alleviates fear, in them, and they can totally calm down. And like, I followed Dolores Cannon a lot, and she said that it's literally like getting up from one chair and moving into another one. And I don't believe that. I don't like to say they're dead, because if they're dead, how do I see them? They're very much alive. Sometimes they look more alive than you or I.
Yeah. And
They're
they look healthier. That's the thing as
more
well.
healthy. And
They
so
look younger, you know?
when I see my dad, I don't see him every day, of course, which I'd love. But when I do see him, he comes in as a 35-year-old handsome man.
Ah, no.
He's
Yeah.
iridescent. He's just
Yeah.
so at peace. And, in paradise, what more could you want for them?
No,
Yeah.
no. Now, Lisa is just going to add as well, like sometimes you're away, you travel yourself as well. Just that the sessions can be done online,
Yes.
you
Yes.
know?
Yeah, I do.
And
Yeah, because even sometimes people are like on the opposite side of the world, and can't get to me in person, or I can't get to them in person. So we do online session, and it can be lovely to have it in the comfort of your home. You just need a sort of a quiet space for an hour,
a
and
lot of the time people, I know myself, they're actually lying in bed and they're so happy, like it's
yeah,
convenient for them as well.
yeah, too.
Even with like fuel prices and everything as well as they are right now, it's so convenient if you're at the opposite end of Ireland or
Yeah,
you're in Australia. Or there was a lady last week I had, now she's in America, and she's the most beautiful soul. But how it works, just to let you know as well, is that the angels bring your energy field to us. And you're basically as if you are already there with us, and that's the way it is. And when you're working with the angels too, you're working heart to heart.
yeah.
And especially the goddess as well, like she brings you home. And Mother Mary, I was just going to add that for you, Lisa. She comes in from time to time as well.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, actually, it was funny before I did the Blue Rose with you.
yeah,
A couple of weeks before that, I kept having clients, and they would bring me back into their past lives, and it was to do with, the divine feminine energies, and France came in a lot with them, and the Christ consciousness energy, and like even Joan of Arc would show up with them, and Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and it was just amazing. It was like, where did these people come from? It was like the Blue Rose was already starting to do its work and pull these people forward. And the funny thing is, I actually felt like with those clients, that we had a past life connection.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it was really interesting. And then when I did the Blue Rose, it was amazing. It opened me up, like it showed me a lot of visions for my own upcoming future, which I don't normally see for myself. And it was just so it just felt so pure, and so like coming home,
yeah.
yeah,
Like when Mother Mary comes into the room, like it really is literally like standing in front of a grotto.
yeah,
It's like just the most incredible energy, but it's pure love,
it is.
and what you're talking about as well. I actually saw it for yourself too, but I know I'm also one of them, is that we were actually followers of Jesus. We were followers of Christ. And like that now our feet would have been broken and we were dirty, but we were walking behind because we knew, and we're still walking that path. and just bringing the light home to everyone. Like it's part of it.
Yeah.
So like even if you did have that fearful, Christian beliefs of like, oh, don't do this or don't go to healers or don't, it's actually, it's just, yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's pure love, isn't it?
Yeah. Can I share with you,
Yeah,
Lisa Marie?
please.
Um, I I was on the shamanic course, and I kept seeing, like, when I'd be out walking, I'd be seeing like the three crosses, just randomly, like they would just pop up, and I didn't understand what they were showing me. And on the shamanic, we did this. We were going to journey to our original hearts. And I thought, when we do it, I said, "Oh, they won't show me anything. I won't get anything." But they actually did. They brought me back to the crucifixion of Christ, and I was in the crowd, and I can remember feeling very distraught, and like I knew him, like I don't know how, it felt
Yeah.
a close relationship. And I can remember that we couldn't say anything because the Roman soldiers, you would be killed. So anyway, I was doing a course with her name's Julie Ryan. She's a medical medium. I was doing her course that evening, and
Yeah.
when I went on to the Zoom workshop for the course, there was a lady on it, and she said, "Oh, that she found out that she was in the crowd of the crucifixion." And I was
Mm.
just about to say, "Oh my God, I just had that journey earlier in the day, that I was there too, and that my computer crashed." And so I emailed Julie, and I said to her, I said, "You'll never believe what's happened earlier in the day." And I told her about the event, and she put me in touch with that other girl, and the two of us sort of shared. It was just such a strange synchronicity or coincidence or whatever you want to call it. And since then, I haven't seen those crosses. They sort of went. So
Because you've integrated it now.
yeah,
That's what I'm hearing, you know.
yeah,
You are fully one now with the feminine Christ, and the part of it, like your soul was probably looking for it and remembering it and it coming back because it needed to integrate it. And now that work is done.
yeah.
We actually did something very special 2 years ago. I was just thinking of it now the other day, but I was doing the little rose spell with you, the love spell to bring in your love. And we had it's simply just a little bowl of water and like that bringing in from Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary and the divine, all of the blessings. And each petal is, you want to bring in generosity and love and devotion and loyalty. And, you can add in to be handsome, whatever way you'd like him or her to be as well. But I remember you said to me at the time, and you said, "Oh my God, Lisa Ray, we got to the last petal," and you were like, "This doesn't even feel like he could be real, like that, it's a dream or something. Like, where am I going to find him?" And you started laughing and laughing and laughing. But we did the reading that day, didn't we? And it actually wasn't long after. Was it 3 weeks after or something like
And I
that?
remember you did a reading, and I always tell people that you did a reading, and it was you who told me that I was going to break up with my previous partner 2 months before the breakup, and I knew myself, but I didn't want to know. I wasn't ready to hear that. But you said there's somebody else. And you kept seeing airplanes, and I said, "Oh no, I've done my traveling. I've done years of traveling. I'm done with that." And uh, literally 2 months later did break up, and I think I don't know how many months later I met my partner now, and there was travel involved, and
A lot of travel.
yeah. And that's what I say to everybody, because you had it, you knocked it on the head. You'd like, I didn't believe it at the time because I was so far removed from that reality, and it all came true. Everything that you said came true, and that's what I tell my clients. To go to you for a reading, because I couldn't believe. I still can't believe what you were able to tell me back then. That all. That all happened. I'm still pinching myself.
Oh, it's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's incredible. And that's why in the background, just anyone that is single and they're hoping for their soulmate, or they're hoping that the next right person will be them. You know, like what I do in my sessions is like get you to connect back to your goddess self as well, and to know your worth first, that the love for themselves comes in. Because you did a lot, to be fair, you did a lot of work that yourself with that yourself as well.
Hmm.
And just knowing you are worthy,
Yeah.
and that we don't have to feel that we're only worth to be in a relationship and not being treated right, like that. That's the only place where, that's all that's ever going to happen for us. And just, succumbing to that, that we can believe there's something better
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well, that's
Yeah.
the biggest message.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Really, I think as well, not sort of allowing yourself to, sometimes repeat patterns,
Mm.
pattern of a partner that we can attract in, and it's sort of to do the work to heal the wounds in yourself so that you stop attracting that particular theme into your life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and sometimes I do meet women as well, like they do really want it, but they can push it away at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe even sometimes even wanting it too much. But just when it does show up, then all the old trust issues that they have probably thought they worked through start to come up as well, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And it does, like the challenges can come with it as well. So it's really to honor your journey. And if you do need that time alone, have that time alone first,
Yeah.
um, as well. Because like that, sometimes we just want to be with somebody.
Yes.
It doesn't care anybody.
Yeah.
That kind of way,
Yeah.
even if it's not right for us,
And I think as
you
well,
know?
sometimes, you're noticing the lack of a partner, noticing the lack, and you keep noticing why isn't it coming in, and the more you kind of notice that, the more you attract in. So it's almost like to put it out to the universe, and then let it go and get busy living your life and being happy within your own skin. That you don't need a partner you know, to fulfill you. That you're
Mm.
whole. You know.
Start to buy yourself the
Yeah,
flowers, start to give yourself the gifts, and making the time and space as well, that there is some space for them. If you're very, very, very busy already, you might, like, the universe could be like, sure, she's no room now for the love of her life.
yeah, yeah,
So it's kind of incorporating that space first as well.
yeah,
And the same with fertility,
yeah, yeah,
is to start to bring in the mother and the energy of the mother, that you are the mother now, and how would you be living?
yeah.
What would you be doing in your life as well,
And all of that as well. It's all the same. It's like, I suppose, not to give attention to the lack of it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know it's not always easy. It's hard, but it's just to kind of do what you can to distract yourself from the lack, and as I said, start getting busy with your life and being happy and
And
know.
even the lack as well, I'm sure you recognize this too, Lisa, but even having the lack can be a symptom. Just that there's a part of you that is hollow, that is empty, and you need to go for a healing session with somebody,
Yeah,
because there is energies as well that will keep you in the lack, and they seem to try, they really seem to attach to that wound, or that chakra that is out of balance, whether it be the sacral, or they need temperance in their life, like they need moderation in their life. And so there's some energies that would hold on to that as well. And when you're clear and all your chakras are clear and you're clear of that energy, then it actually clears.
yeah,
Where you could be trying to clear it yourself and working on it yourself, but it's not clearing.
yes,
So I'm just saying to you today as well, if it's still not clearing, anyone that's listening, go for a session,
yeah, yeah,
with someone and get it clear.
yeah,
And then sometimes just to say to you as well as coming through that, we all have our own little soul group, Lisa, as you know, and your own soul family. And it's just sometimes you might fit into certain groups or certain healing circles, but keep going till you do find your tribe as well. Would you say that too, Lisa?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I think that's becoming more apparent nowadays that a lot of people feel lost on their journeys and they feel alone on their journeys, and it's just because they haven't stepped into who they're meant to be, and they haven't found their tribe and
their friends.
yeah, it's all common, not to lose hope, but to maybe reach out. Sometimes that's what a healing can bring too, that it gives you that bit of guidance, and that bit of clearing and clarity to the person, Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. Would you like to do a little healing for our listeners, Lisa, or a little prayer, or what would you like to do?
Yeah,
What would the angels guide us to do?
we can do a golden light meditation if you like.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be beautiful. Beautiful.
They say it's the golden future coming, so
Yeah.
the more light you can embody, the better.
Yeah.
If everyone would just like to close their eyes and relax and just imagine a beautiful, radiant, golden waterfall of light coming down from the heavens above. And just imagine it washing over your entire body and being. Imagine it's coming in through each one of your chakras, and it's helping to clear and heal, purify and upgrade your chakras. Because our chakras can hold a lot of trauma, karma, blocked energy, hooks, cords, past life stuff. And that can create blocks in our present life. Just if you imagine it coming into the top of your head, your crown chakra, and just clearing away any fog, any debris, any stuck energy. And each of the chakras have a gland that they're associated with, and the glands tell the body how to behave. So if you just imagine now the pineal gland, which is connected to the crown chakra, is like a small little bowl. And just imagine it being immersed in the light and watch it being rejuvenated, healed and balanced. Allow that golden light now to filter down into your third eye chakra. And our third eye is connected to abundance, clairvoyance, and it holds our divine health blueprint, among much more. So just imagine now that golden light just clearing it out, like decluttering the wardrobe, clearing out the fog, the psychic debris, the negative thoughts, beliefs, or attachments, anything, any blindfolds that have been put on you, even from a past life, anything from a past life that's holding you back, that you're ready to release. Just imagine it all just being lifted away. Visualize your third eye chakra now like a clear crystal ball. Allow the light now to surround and encapsulate the pituitary gland, which is connected to your third eye chakra and is known as the master gland, as it's the master over all other glands in the body. It's an important one. Just again, see it being immersed in the golden light and watch it being balanced, rejuvenated. See it looking healthy and plump, youthful and active. Allow the golden light to flow down to your vision, down through your sinuses, down through your ear chakras, down your throat, into your throat chakra. See it flow around your neck and clear any energy from around your neck, any threat energy, any collars that have been placed on you, even from a past life, any contracts or vows that are hidden in the throat chakra. Just going to ask that they be removed now with the golden light for your highest good and highest healing. See your throat chakra starting to open so that you can speak your truth and stand in your power. Your throat chakra is connected to your thyroid gland. Your thyroid gland is connected to your metabolism, your heart rate, your blood pressure, sleep, mood, and much more. So again, an important one. Just visualize the light healing your thyroid. See it removing heavy metals, calcification, bacteria, viruses, anything of a lower vibration. See it looking healthy and plump. Allow that golden light to flow down your arms and into your hands. You might even feel your palms tingling. Allow it to flow into your lungs. And in our lungs, we can hold the energy of grief and sadness, depression and sorrow, amongst others. And some of it's not even our own. So if you can now, just imagine the golden light pouring into your lungs and lifting out whatever you're able to release today. Just imagine it like bubbles bursting as it's clearing away. See the cells of your lungs starting to shimmer and glisten with that beautiful golden light. Allow it to flow into your heart and into your cardiovascular system, purifying the blood and lymph. Allow it into your heart chakra, which is like a rose. And sometimes with trauma, with grief, with hurt, sadness, we can have armor around our heart. We can be guarded. And this doesn't serve you, it blocks blessings. So if you can, just allow the light to shine on the armor, on the chains, on the ropes, and to dissolve them, to crack the walls and see them crumble to the floor. See the light shine on the rose and it start to blossom. Allow it to open wide from shoulder to shoulder. See that it's overflowing now with the golden light. Your heart chakra is connected to your thymus gland, which is connected to your immune system. So again, just immerse it in the light and watch it being healed. Allow the light to travel into every system in your body. Your skeletal system, your nervous system, your muscular system, every system in your body. Allow it to flow into the area of your solar plexus, just under your breastbone, above your belly button. Allow it to flow into the organs connected to your solar plexus, your digestive organs, and your pancreas gland. See it pouring into your solar plexus, so it actually starts to turn it golden, like your own personal inner sun. See all of those organs, especially the pancreas gland, looking healthy and plump. Allow the light to flow around your navel, clearing, cleansing, and purifying as it goes. Down into your sacral chakra, which is where our sexual organs are located. See it removing any cords, any binds, any past life energies keeping you stuck, any belts or chastity belts, any vows of chastity that you want to release in this lifetime that's not serving you your highest good. Just imagine them being all unlocked and released. Allow yourself to release any unhealthy connections, any unhealthy cords from past partners. And then just see all of that area glowing and filled with light. Allow the light to flow into your root chakra at the base of your spine. The root chakra can have a lot of fears attached. It's affected a lot in childhood. It's connected to our parents, especially father. It's also to do with our sense of safety and security, well-being. And it can be easily damaged in childhood. And this affects our abundance and our level of deservingness. So just allow the light now to clear away the fear and the cords that attach you to those lack and limitations. And any of your parents or your ancestors' energies that you're carrying that you want to release, that are holding you back, that are limiting you. Just imagine all of those cords being pulled out. The organs connected to the root chakra, the kidneys and the adrenals, and they sit in the dips of the lower back, and these organs are often overworked. They're tense and taut like muscles. Just imagine that golden light flowing in and around the kidneys and the adrenals. and see them start to release their tension. See them start to heal and balance. See them plump and healthy. Allow that golden light now to flow into your hips and down your legs, swirling and twirling down your knees, your lower legs, your ankles, and your feet. See it extend past your physical body and go into the earth, like the roots of a tree, just anchoring you into earth. Allow the light now to flow out into your auric field, your energy field that surrounds you. See it purify and clear your energy field of any lower vibrations, anybody else's energy that you've absorbed, any thoughts that you've stayed connected to that you want to release. Just allow it to be swept out. See yourself now in the most brightest, most radiant bubble of golden light. See yourself getting lighter and brighter with each breath. Just feel and surrender to that blessing, to that healing. And then in your own time, when you feel ready, gently coming back into your body, back into the room, and gently open your eyes.
It's beautiful, Lisa. Oh my God, all of the light and the angels around you. It's beautiful. The creator was coming in for you as well, and just like that is that you're completely in that pure light and energy of the angels, you know. It's just amazing. I was just going to ask as well if, like, where are you based? If anyone would like to contact you,
Yeah,
if they felt guided to book a session or online as well.
yeah, they can WhatsApp me. My number is 087-192-1039. I do in-person healing sessions in Loughrea in Apple Health Store, at the back of it, and it's
Amazing.
on the main street of Loughrea. And then I also do in online appointments too. They just need to tell me which they want, you know.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, thank you so much, and I hope you're blessed now for all the years to come, you know, and thank you for coming on and sharing your story.
Well,
It's just absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Angel.
thank you so much.
Lots of love.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Lisa Marie. Thanks for listening.